In an NFC North classic between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings, we saw the Lions rally from an early 10-0 deficit and later take a 21-10 lead and kind of be in control for much of the rest of the ballgame until late, where the Vikings were able to rally. They chipped away at it, and they got a scoop and score off a David Montgomery fumble and took it to the house. Now that only put them up 29-28, going for two to obviously set up a field goal to force them to kick a field goal to at least tie, but unfortunately they couldn't get that to go. They still had an opportunity after forcing a Detroit Lions punt to kill the clock, but they just couldn't find an open receiver. I really thought that was another miscue, where at least sit there, if the pass isn't there, sit down, take a sack. At least you force Detroit to call a timeout or burn clock, whatever they choose to do. That's just a little bit of mismanagement right there. They punt the ball back, and all you need is a field goal to win. And just like in the Packers-Texans game, Detroit does so, this time almost at the gun. And now Detroit, after losing Aiden Hutchinson, their marquee pass rusher, their defense is still able to get after. They forced a turnover from Sam Darnold thanks to Brian Bench, and Brian has been one of the best safeties in this league. I wouldn't be surprised if he earns an All-Pro honor at the end of this season because he's been playing lights out. A couple interceptions last week against the Dallas Cowboys and another one against the Minnesota Vikings. But thinking about the whole grand scheme of things, the Detroit Lions now are 5-1. They own the head-to-head tiebreaker, winning a game on the road against a division rival. And they have the inside track to win not just the NFC North, but the entire conference, as long as things continue to play out in their favor.